The fire rises.
Check this out.
Okay.
I look good.
Okay.
Let's talking on the net. Get in the building, do something.
Get the money, gotta get my bag on. Okay. Triple back, flip out the whole scene. Okay. All you suckers just to run that be me. So, get smacked. You looking black. I got those big stacks. I'm pushing stacks. New outfit. You wish you had it on. Only tricks on the wrist, gotta keep it on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got?
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. All right, we're gonna get this out the way. I do not feel like having to cover too much of my opinion other than just let's put it on the video and we'll judge for ourselves. But I watched a lot of this video from Turkey Tom debunking pretty much all the shit. Let me make this very clear to everyone here. Turkey Tom cleared his name of any illegal wrongdoing. Of course. I said this at the beginning. We have to see the full story. But the amount of gay sweeping and the amount of fucking cornball shit from the commentary community reminds me why I don't watch you fucking F-slur bitches in the first place. No, I don't care how many motherfuckers are the Oreo fans in my audience. I don't care how many motherfuckers watch Augie. Them dudes are F-slurs. You are a bunch of fucking low-tier, bitch-made, F-slurred bitches. I wanted to just say that real fucking quick. I would love to say the F-slur for all three of you motherfuckers. Augie, Tom, fucking hell, we'll put lyrics in there too. And of course, Nicholas the Oreo can get the F-slur. But I can't because this is YouTube. But you guys know exactly what I want to call y'all. It starts with an F, and you know where I'm going with it. That's what y'all are. This was pathetic. And the fact you're taking victory laps like you did something is even more pathetic. All that was proven from all of this is Tom is a fucking moron. No matter what at the end of this, they're liars, disgusting lying females. But this just proves that you're a bunch of degenerate dipshits that go out doing weird shit while you'll talk down on others' choices. You're going to take victory laps for this shit? Really? Boy, if this is any other YouTuber, you dumb fucks would be making video after video on their life choices regardless. You could talk all the shit you want about Adam McIntyre. Talk all the shit you want about motherfucking clowns like iDubbbz. But I'll tell you this, you got a wolf in sheep's clothing in your friend group still who's out here making degenerate choices in women, fucking a bunch of crazy ass hoes that you shouldn't be fucking with. But I'm supposed to give y'all a pat on the back? Nah, the word of the day is F-slur. Nicholas the Oreo, F-slur. Augie, always been an F-slur. Tom, major F-slur. That is what y'all deserve. If the fact that I can't even say it sucks, I should go to kick for this. But it's the fucking truth. Every one of you deserves that word because there's no fucking way in hell you're going to tell me that this was not some bullshit sweeping going on. You knew and you played it up so you could sit there and make content out of it, which is even gayer. It's pathetic. It's why I don't watch these people, other than the fact that Nicholas Dorio's fucking voice makes me want to take a goddamn fucking screwdriver and shove it down in my goddamn fucking ears. I had to exaggerate there for a minute. But for real, these dudes are a bunch of clowns. I just wanted to say that real quick. You guys are bitches, man. Straight up. I knew I didn't like y'all before. Now I know I'm convinced. I would never watch a sack of punk ass, bitch made, hypocritical morons that make bad choices like this. Don't even talk. You can't talk about iDubbbz after this. At least iDubbbz is fucking with one hoe. Can't say the same about the rest of you motherfuckers while you talking all this shit. Ha ha ha. At least iDubbbz is messing with one hoe trying to ruin his life. Turkey Tom went in willingly to fucking like 5. Way to go, dumbass. Shouldn't do that. My phone has a I should not clap because my phone has a wake up alarm where it doesn't matter. It has a find your phone thing where you clap, it'll automatically, if you're in the vicinity, ring. Crazy enough. But luckily it's charging, so it won't do it. So yeah. Let us get to it. This is the fucking response. I watched this. It's to me makes Tom's an idiot, but he is not. He is cleared of all illegal wrongdoing. But he's still a dumbass. And I still will side-eye him for being a gooning freak. It took me a minute to come to this conclusion. I took all day to think about this. And my God, you are the dumbest fuck, bro. I don't feel bad for you. You can't get mad at someone that fucked around with a hoe, man. You can't really feel bad. You can feel sorry for them the first time. This dude lost pity privileges around the fucking 6th time, bro. It's just been ridiculous, man. Of course they're gonna fuck with you. Stupid. And even then, he didn't really answer any of the age play stuff, by the way. So I'm very curious as to why you never answered that. But whatever. Well, let's get on with this. By the way, I'm not taking any fucking stock into these women. These women are disgusting. They're low down garbage, and they should be shit on. But that goes without saying, in my opinion. I have spent my entire YouTubing existence shitting on hoes. Don't worry, that's coming in this stream. But I gotta keep niggas accountable. This is ridiculous regardless. Let's get into this.
I'm sorry that this response took so long. I wanted to make sure I had all the facts together.
Translation, we were really trying to play this up, make this for content, because Nick knew, every one of them knew. They already had the receipts pretty much in hand. So we want me, Nick, and Augie, we wanted to jerk each other off and really get some. And by the way, whatever, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I get it, whatever. But you could have done this night one and you knew it. Don't fuck around. Like, this is so stupid. Like, it's so transparent that these dumb fucks had their receipts ready, but they wanted to play this up for views because that's all these guys care about. And then they wanted to come out with this master thing, and now they're taking victory laps. And my thing is, no, you're all three are still F-slurred bitches. You just are cleared of wrongdoing illegally. And I said this, where I don't know if I see anything illegal yet until this is proven, which I don't know if it will get proven. It was disproven. But I will say, no matter what, you still look bad for this because you're still a fuck. You still make terrible choices in females. You know, I can't really sit there and feel any bit sorry for you. I just think you're a moron. Now, granted, I know what's going to be said. He's like 22. Okay, great. But in the next like 6 months, there better be a radical shift in this guy's like behavior. Some guys just don't change. Case in point, Frog Tony. Frog Tony will never change. This is like the second or third time he's been caught with some OnlyFans degenerate chick that's tried to ruin him. And has he learned? No, he's an idiot. Frog Tony will get into like 2 to 3 more situations like this, made fun of him, brutally laughed at, and then he won't see what's wrong with it because Frog Tony's a moron. He's just a dumb, arrogant fuck. But Tom is worse because Tom has a bunch more success than Frog Tony and a bigger following than any of us. So clearly Tom's never going to change. I just don't see it. Look who the friends he's surrounded by. They're a bunch of morons. They're not going to change. They don't see what's wrong with this. This is degenerate as fuck. But you don't see that.
Before saying anything. Recently, I've been accused by an ex-girlfriend along with an ex-partner of non-consensually filming.
Accused by multiple people, bro. I think it was like 2 or 3, like 3 women, I think. I don't even remember. It's been a minute since I even covered the case. I think I covered it since since the 3rd day of it, and then I really didn't pay too much attention. I watched it. I could only stomach a fucking bit of that god-awful Kiwi Farms interview when I was just like, these women are just disgusting. There's no fucking way. And I was just like, nah, get off of my screen. And that was just like, nah, dog, get off. Fuck off.
Sexual encounters, being so rough and inconsiderate during sexual encounters that it bordered on assault, encouraging eating disorders, being into age play, along with a litany of other completely baseless, false accusations.
But you never, ever actually attacked the age play thing for me, but okay.
The 2 women who are accusing me, Sacramento 89, real name Rowan, and Left 4 Dead, real name Katie, took to gossip forum Kiwi Farms to post the accusations, along with carefully cherry-picked screenshots to back up their claims. These claims aren't super difficult to debunk just because of the overwhelming amount of evidence I have on my side. So
that you always had, that this could have been done earlier, but you and your little butt buddies played this up. This is all a ploy. I wanted this to be said. I don't care what that fat fuck the Oreo says. That I'm so done with him. I knew I didn't like him. I know Chris was right about him from the first day. So little story time here, right? Because my boy Chris knows these fuckers kind of personally, all right? Chris one day was talking to these dudes, right? And I'm not going to talk about what the conversation was. I'm not privy to or whatever. That's not my job here. But one of the things he said was, I don't like Nicholas de Oreo. I think he's a drama-seeking little twatsicle. Now, granted, they're all drama seekers, but he really doesn't like de Oreo, doesn't trust that fat fuck to save his life. Now, my opinion was, I don't know that dude, but he sounds like someone I'd punch in the fucking throat. That was literally my extent. Now I know. Now you're a fucking little bitch, man. I see what you fuckers did. And then why am I so mad? Because this shit ain't funny, man. This shit ain't to play up for drama, but you fuckers think everything's a joke. This shit ain't funny. We're talking about people ruining lives here. And you're supposed to be on your side here, but all I got was you guys are just degenerates and you don't see what the problem is. Your friend out here is making bad choices. And instead of taking this seriously and going this, that, and that, and the third, and maybe you need to change after this. It's, oh, let's make fun of these chicks and let's ruin their lives, which, hey, go ahead. I don't blame you. I was in the same mindset when this type of shit happened to me. But you have to understand something. I took my shit seriously. I didn't go to the internet and make it into a spectacle and then play it up for views and clicks and then go, haha, I told you you were all wrong. But you knew they were wrong from the start, and you could have just took that stance and just been done with this. But no, it had to be played up for drama. Nothing will ever convince me these fuckers didn't have the receipts from day one. Bullshit. And they knew exactly what Tom had because we're boys, right? Boys talk, motherfucker. I know how boys operate. You knew from day one what was going on. I've known everything about Chris's issues with Britt and fucking, and not Britt. I don't want to talk about Britt, actually. My bad. Nicole more so. I knew about Nicole's crazy ass from the start. Even when I wasn't hanging and talking to him, I still knew that she was fucking psycho. And I got the 411 in pretty instantly. So there's no fucking way you didn't know. I don't want to hear that shit. So yeah, I'm a little fucking annoyed because this is like, are you fucking serious? You all are falling for this shit, doing victory laps, doing tricks on it. Get the fuck out of here. This is what's wrong with the commentary community. You're all a bunch of S-slurs because this is ridiculous.
Without further ado, let's start with Sacramento or Rowan. This is a girl I dated for about...
Why are you covering her face? We already know what she looks like. Covering her face don't even matter, homie. Well, I already seen her LinkedIn. It's over. It's all... by the way, do I feel bad for her? No, she tried to dox people, so fuck that bitch. She got... what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That bitch can fucking suffer. All them hoes can suffer. But you know what? This wouldn't be happening if you have better taste in women. And I don't mean that as a chauvinistic type term. No, actually stop dating disgusting people. Stop being Destiny Jr. You are Destiny Jr. and you're on that path. And I'll tell you where that path leads. Nowhere good, homie. It leads to a son that would like to see your corpse. It leads to your son being a Nazi basically one day. You know, I'm not joking. That is where that's Destiny's reality right now. His own son hates him. And I can't blame his son for that. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can get on me for that too. I don't care. Fuck Destiny. He's a piece of shit. He sexually assaulted a girl live on stream. There will never, ever be a moment where that guy ever has a moral high ground on anything. He's talking shit about Tectone right now. I'm like, are you serious, buddy? Do you have to pull up the clip again for the 3,000th time? And believe me, I could pull it up again of Destiny admitting all this. Ugh, exhausting. But you're going down this path, and I see where it's headed. And I can tell you this right now. If you were to ever see this video, you're never going to listen because guys like you are arrogant. You think because you got you felted these bitches or shit on them or whatever the fuck may have you. God, I almost want to shit on Kino for that fucking Brittany Venti thing. I'm going to let it go. Sorry, I'm a little annoyed. That Brittany Venti shit was corny. Come on, boys. Like, Andy was doing tricks on that thing, bro. I'm like, come on, bro. Stop. For Brittany Venti? Really? But, bro, it's the arrogance to me, y'all downfall. It's arrogance. You think that this is a good move. I'm annoyed. I'm like, are you serious? You had the receipts the whole time. He needed to get and make sure I had everything. You had it the second night, homie. Stop it. It's not hard because you know what? When I went through my shit, I had my receipts ready. It took me about an hour. Stop it.
But 7 months from May of 2025 until January 10th of 2026. 4 days later, she made her first post. Here.
So we covered this. I have it on my channel. If you guys want to watch it, it's on my channel. Search it up. I'm not linking it because I just don't care to link it. I don't think it's even relevant to link it because I don't care what the views about it. I really don't. If I get, I don't care. I said my piece about it. I covered it. That was it. And I said in it, it doesn't look good, but we have to hear both. So that's all I did. You know, I didn't do the whole Chud Logic thing, running victory laps on it. I didn't even stream about it. I just basically said I reported it. I was done because I don't feel as though that's my place. Now, do I have my opinions privately? Yes. Professionally, I have my opinions privately. I'll tell you what I really thought privately. This motherfucker's screwed. He's fucking cooked and he's fucked. Guess what? He is now. Well, I just lost respect for him as a human being. So he's actually at a pretty good level. Instead of being illegally fucked, he's now just a guy that I look and go, wow, you are a real fucking moron. That's all I think of Turkey Tom. You're a dumbass. You knew what you were getting into and still went into the lion's den and are going to sit there and be like shocked. I don't even know if you're even shocked that this is happening. You should have known this was going to happen. When a chick you have a chick of this caliber on, trying to be near you, you probably shouldn't. This doesn't matter. There's no dick discipline of these motherfuckers. Who am I kidding? You know what? Give a bunch of money to a young fucking idiot. This is what's gonna happen. I can't even lie. I hope he doesn't end up like Baked Alaska one day. I don't know, man. It's how you end up like guys like that, bro. If you don't ever get it together, because man, I don't want to see Turkey Tom becoming the next Ethan Ralph or some shit, bro. I really don't. I don't like him. I always thought he's an arrogant, boring putz. But I'll be real about Turkey Tom. I don't want to see him become the next Ethan Ralph. He will become the next Ethan Ralph if this is becoming like if he goes down this. I think Ethan got hit with some strays out of all this again. Which kind of find funny that Ethan Ralph just keeps getting strays. By the way, that porn star thing did not go so well for good old Ethan Ralph over there. Sorry, Ralphie. It just didn't end well. The porn star's now A-logging you. God, getting A-logged by that chick. Yeesh.
She alleges that I am a real freak and like to, quote, record sexual
I mean, you are a freak.
encounters without asking for consent. This is blatantly untrue. I have never recorded any sexual encounter without explicit consent.
The fact that you even did in the first place is probably a red flag.
As a matter of fact, with Rowan, she was the one who initiated the idea of filming sex acts in the first place.
Red flag. You should have thought about like that's a problem.
On Tuesday, August 19th, after
This is a problem. You should get those meta glasses when you crack me. For what? First of all, never talk. Why? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you kids? You have you don't need this. You don't need to. You don't. Okay. For what? Cracking time. Yep. Good night, Tom. Good night, Rowan. Sweet dreams. You too, Tom. Don't let the beg. Okay, cute.
3 months of knowing each other and
Yeah.
being sexually
Here's a red flag, though. That's a red flag in itself.
active, Rowan texted me saying, "You should get those meta glasses when you crack me." I
Mhm.
responded by saying, "For what?" And she answers again, "Cracking time," alluding to me filming her with the glasses onboard camera. Now, at the time, I did not feed into this. I did not show enthusiasm. I didn't even agree to get the glasses. I just responded and said, "Good night, sweet dreams." So 1 whole week goes by without us talking about it whatsoever. And then on August 25th, Rowan texts me saying, "You should get those meta things for real." So I respond by saying, "I think I'm going to avoid filming anything involving sex for a while," showing that I am clearly not the person interested in filming our sexual encounters. She is. As you can see in the text,
Who the hell gave her the N-word pass? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you are, ho. Okay.
even when I say I don't want to film us having sex, she pushes the issue. Now, to be clear, we did eventually take videos of ourselves being intimate, but I was given explicit consent every single time.
I agree with that. They never went to the cops. She never went to the cops. She never said anything. That was very peculiar. That's kind of why I was like, why didn't you go to the cops? And that was why I said we had to hear the full story first. Because again, that's a red flag. If you like, why wouldn't you go to the cops? Why'd you go to Kiwi Farms first? You know, why would you go to Kiwi Farms at all for any of this? It's just extremely humiliating. And then you get your life ruined anyways. You get your shit put out anyways. Just stupid shit. But my thing is, well, I don't have that feeling they have other shit and other recordings that they could put out. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, something tells me something else is coming. I don't like Tom's chances coming out of this unscathed any more so than it already is. I just think now with the girl's credibility shot, well, no major damage will come up, but I still have a lot of questions here.
And on a few occasions, she even took the phone out of my hand and was holding it
Oof.
while filming us. To be clear, there was never a tripod or a hidden camera. It was always handheld. And in every single video, she was clearly aware of the camera, making eye contact with the camera lens. Also on September 8th, Rowan texts me, "I do miss it though," in regards to our sexual interactions. She follows it up by saying, "Send the videos." Keep in mind, these are videos that she claims in present day were taken without her consent. She then goes on to say, and I quote, "I will watch them and keep them close to my heart," clearly indicating she has no problem whatsoever with them existing. I'm an extremely paranoid person when it comes to my personal life and my sex life and my dating life. As a public figure, I just like to keep my private life private. So I was very hesitant to send Rowan any sexual videos we had taken. However,
yeah, and again, that's awesome and all, but you want to keep your life private, yet you make bad decisions about your private life. That's what I'm kind of confused about. You befriend, you associate with Destiny, someone that you probably should never associate with in your private life, because he is, without a shadow of a doubt, a fucking cancer. There are people in this world you shouldn't associate with in the real life, you know, in the RL. Hassan is a bad influence. He's a shitty person, always has been. I don't care what his little fucking cultist fans think. Those people should be put on a list somewhere. FBI list, honestly. I mean it, dead ass serious. FBI list all those fucking freaks. Hassan, Destiny, Ethan Ralph, Dick Masterson. Seriously, he never addressed the Dick Masterson shit in this at all. The doing lines of coke with Dick Masterson. I would very much like to see him deny that. Please deny that, man. Because if you are out here fucking around with that dude, then you know what? I'm gonna just retroactively believe that you are an abuser, because holy fucking shit, anyone around that guy is not good news. I mean, Vito's around that guy. I mean, it writes itself. But there's guys you just don't want to be around. Destiny is one of those dudes. Tectone at this point. Yeah, I said Tectone. Fuck that bald fuck. Fuck him, bro. I don't want to be around that dude to begin with. I hate his ass. Sanctimonious piece of shit. Oh my God. I love all these dudes getting put out for what they are. I fucking hate you streamers. I wish you're your downfall. All of you can suffer. Suffer. But for real though, like, it's just like, bad decisions in your personal life is going to lead to it bleeding into this. So I don't know, get better friends. No, seriously, stop hanging with these people. That's why you make the bad choices you do.
I did send her one single still image from one of the videos where my face is obscured. I guess there was some lingering thought in the back of my mind that if her accounts were not locked down super well, and if she had been hacked, then the videos could have been made public. Now, there's an implication she makes a few different times that I'm basically blackmailing her with these videos.
Somebody asked if you had any intention of getting any sort of like law enforcement involved, but I feel like you answered this where you just want to try to compel him to delete whatever he has on you, and that's like the extent of your interest.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what to do, but we'll see.
At no point anywhere did Rowan provide any proof of me threatening to release these videos of us having sex, or threatening to send them anywhere. So she has no reason to believe that I would ever release them. The idea that I, a person who makes a living as a public figure, would publicly release videos of me fucking my ex-girlfriend to get back at her is so insane. Not only would that incur reputational harm beyond belief, but also serious legal consequences. The only person who has ever sent an image of us having sex to anyone is, ironically, Rowan. Days after I broke up with her, she, without my consent, sent the only image she has of us having sex to the owner of Kiwi Farms. Here, listen to him describe it.
Oh, and one other thing, I forgot about this, but you actually, Sacramento had sent me a picture that was like censored. Apparently the only picture that he would send you is one where his face isn't clearly visible in it, but you can, I can tell the desk, like his computer is moved onto the table, but I can still see like the monster is like on the cozy that's like on the table, like in the exact same position. So I can tell that's clearly his desk.
I guess I just find it ironic that someone who's accusing me of blackmailing her with her nudes literally sent a picture of us having sex to a man that she has never met. Now,
Josh Moon, man, you look stupid here, buddy. Not gonna lie. Man, that believe all women crap really doesn't work out, huh? Guess it's back to the incel days with you. Back to the incel wars, boys. Back to the incel wars. Thank God I hate all of you equally, so I don't have to give a shit. But man, I love shitting on disgusting women. I just do. Call me sexist, but I just do. I mean, shitting on disgusting dudes is the name of the game regardless. I do both. But man, do I really have a special place in my heart for nasty, disgusting, degenerate ass hoes, boy. Oh, feels like just Christmas. Gotta stop doing that, but still.
Josh recounts seeing this image and talks about how hard it looks like I was grabbing Rowan on the mouth, essentially using it as evidence to support another claim she makes that I'm too rough during sex, which I find very interesting because after I sent Rowan this photo, she texted me saying, "I like when you cover my mouth like that." Again, she texts me.
Again, when I keep, this is the problem though. You keep hanging with chicks that do this weird shit, it's gonna bite you in the ass. Stop. Why are you doing this, bro? Like, you don't see the problem here. I'm telling you, hanging around Destiny will turn you into a fucking monster, bro. I don't know. I'm telling you, degenerate behavior, degenerate leaks out onto other people. But yeah, for real. I had a feeling that this was probably consensual because the way that she talked, I could tell she was full of shit. Like there's just too, like the way his ex clearly said it. He has a type. What was the name? She's trash too. I forget her name. Kai. Oh, all these people just sound like degenerate trash. Just I'm sorry. It's like blending in of just garbage upon more garbage. Kai's a piece of filth. That I know. And Kai, I think she's what? She's with that weirdo lyrics now. Dude, all these people are fucking weirdos, man. Like, seriously. What the fuck? It's a degenerate cesspool of just degenerate filth. Ugh. Like, I wouldn't be around you people if you put a gun to my head. Hell no. But, like, it's crazy. But, yeah, apparently he has a type. And it's like, dude, you don't see the problem with this? Either way, man, you need to go to therapy.
Asking me to send her the videos, and she says, yeah, whenever you're not locked in, send the videos. It will fix me for about a week. Goon sesh. This is
No, I need you to live with the magnitude of what he just said. He just said goon sesh. This is the caliber of women, huh? Okay.
is clear evidence that she has no problem with these videos existing.
No
To this
shit.
day, she has provided zero proof that the videos were recorded non-consensually, or that I was blackmailing her with them, or that I had any intention of sending them to anyone. Reason being, I never did any of those things. In Rowan's interview, she claims that I never asked for consent to film these sex acts, and says that she wouldn't notice I was filming until 30 seconds to 1 minute into it.
I'm not sure of an exact date, but maybe like 2 or 3 months into our relationship, he never asked me. He would just pull out his phone and record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute or a minute into it.
Now, I obviously can't and would never show these videos to anyone, but in them, it's undeniable that she is staring directly into the camera from the moment the video starts. She never once questions why I'm filming or what I'm doing, because the reality is that every single time we recorded, I had explicit permission. Ask yourself, how could she possibly have never consented to filming when she's literally holding my phone next to her face as she sucks my dick? In the
Oh my god. Oh man, dude, this is just straight for a drama tuber, for drama, or for people that cover shit like this. This is just a paradise. For me, I don't care. I'm gonna shit on all of you regardless. But man, if I didn't think this guy's a degenerate piece of shit, that's just so baller. That's amazing. You can go, how am I the one filming when you're the one holding the phone next to your face while you suck my dick? Boom. Damn it, I did it. I knew it. I knew it. That shouldn't have done that. That is the Find My Phone application on my phone. So you clap and it does the ringer so you find your phone. I apologize. God damn it. Where's the charger? You need to keep it on. I need to keep my MagSafe charger on so it doesn't do that. It's like a lid on it. Oh my god. But for real, like straight up, that's the funniest fuck to me. And it's true. It's like, you know, whatever. Again, F these hoes. I don't feel bad for them at all. They're fucking filth. It's about protecting all women. Oh, shut the fuck up. You women hate other women because women, real women, don't want to be around you disgusting hoes because you're hoes. Oh.
interview, she says that what really concerns her is that I wouldn't send her any of the sexual videos we took.
I had asked him multiple times if he could please send me the videos, so like he's not the only one who has videos of me naked. And he either ignored the question or was just like, no.
As I said earlier, I was paranoid to send these videos to anyone, even her, for fear of them leaking. Weirdly, in messages at the time, she seems to actually get it, saying, I want to see them videos, goon time, before following up by saying that she actually understands why I'm scared to send them to her. Now we're going to fast forward to October 17th in our text, and Rowan says, do you ever go back and watch our videos? And I reply, yes, I do sometimes, actually. Rowan responds,
oh, Jesus, the cringe on these messages. I'm thinking about that right now. Soon, sweetie Tom. Have a good day. You too, Rowan. Miss you. Blech. My God, the cringe.
that she's thinking about that right now, and then says, quote, need that big white cock. It's also kind of
awesome flex, Tom.
Strange to me that at the time she referred to them as our videos, but in the present, she's claiming she doesn't even want them to exist. On November 6th, Rowan asked me why I never ask her for nudes. I say I have a bunch of videos already, and that's why. She does not express that she has a problem with me having the videos. She doesn't complain about it. She doesn't say they were taken without her consent. In fact, throughout the entire relationship, she was sending me nude photos of herself unsolicited every single month. Why would you send nude photos of yourself to someone you think could use them against you?
I could see that still happening because people are fucking retarded. And this generation doesn't think they're like 21, 22-year-old idiots. So I could think that's why. It's not like you guys have much logic. I mean, why would you, Tom, knowingly go into a relationship with a chick that you know is clearly mentally imbalanced and chemically imbalanced that wants to have aggressive sex, including their words, quote unquote, I want to feel like you're raping me. Do you think that's wise, Tom, to fuck around with a chick that says shit like that, buddy? So yeah, I could see that happening because you people are fucking retarded. God, younger me was pretty stupid back in the day, but holy shit, this is just next level dumb.
Rowan personally posted dozens of screenshots of our texts, and not a single one shows her bringing up any of the videos being non-consensual. Another interesting fact is that during our breakup, she texted me a pros and cons list, which she apparently had written about me on January 4th of 2026. And in the cons section, she complains about a lot of things, but she doesn't mention non-consensual videos whatsoever. With that out of the way, we can move on to Rowan's claim that I was sexually abusive towards her. In that same pros and cons list, Rowan wrote, says he likes hurting me during sex and making me bleed. This also reflects her public claims about me, but the great irony is that I never even said this. She did. On September 14th, 2025, Rowan sent me a text saying, quote, I'm such a freak. I like when it hurts and bleeds after. Something Wong. And one of her public-facing posts about me.
What is she, Dark Side fucking Phil? Something wrong. Really, brother? Like, is she Dark Side Phil? Are you fucking Dark Side Phil? Oh, man.
She posts an interaction which reads as follows. She says, quote, like, we don't need to do it 3 times in one day or do it so hard I hurt and bleed. And I said, well, if you don't want to have as much sex, we don't gotta. We can do other things. And she says, okay, I like doing other things too. The way this screenshot is cropped, it comes across like I'm some just super callous freak who's brutally jackhammering her vagina like Steve mining diamonds. But
well, again, you kind of are a freak. You know, I'm gonna let him talk.
In the full uncropped screenshot, her immediate response to me after that is, I'm a freak. I say this, and as soon as I see you, I'm going to be freaky again. I can't resist. In the interview, she elaborates on this even more, specifically claiming that she would bleed almost every time we had sex.
Okay, and you would bleed?
Yes.
Same? And you didn't stop?
Yeah, I would bleed almost every time.
That doesn't make any sense. That's impossible, by the way. That's so stupid. You would bleed every time we have sex. Bro, that don't make no damn sense. Like, you have a problem with no one has sex that hard, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? It just sounds so dumb. I bleed every time we have sex. Okay. Maybe you should go to the doctor. Did you ever think about that? Checking the doctor? You don't find that alarming? Right. A lot of these things that are alarming, you should go to a doctor or go to the authorities for. This girl just magically ignored because it's like, whatever. Again,
just blatantly untrue as well, and it's easy to see by going through our text messages. On August 17th of 2025, the day after my birthday.
Oh my God, he's not dead again. Sweet. You know what's crazy? That just appeared in here. I have 2 pillows on the outside of my mic stand, and it's Kenny at the top, Cartman at the bottom. So that's actually fucking crazy. No joke. It's crazy. Oh my God, that cute Kenny. You bastards. Well, Tom's a bastard, actually, but let's keep watching this sick fuck. I'm just fucking with y'all. No, Tom's a dumbass, and I think Tom's a degenerate piece of shit, regardless out of all this, because this is still such a kamikaze admission. Either way, you basically are showing that you knew that this chick had problems and is crazy, and will probably it has issues, and yet you still this chose to have disgusting, degenerate screwball sex with this moron. And then to keep going after chicks that are like this. I mean, yeesh, Tommy. That's not good, brother. So no matter out of all this, I'm gonna look at this dude with a side eye, and honestly, it turns me off from the whole commentary community because I don't like any of these fucking dudes. I don't like I said, I could go into days where I don't like the Oreo or fucking Augie. I just think those dudes are douchebags, and again, F slurs. I don't care. It's what y'all are. I wish I could say it so bad right now, but I can't. YouTube will take this down. And I would be damned if I didn't sit here through all this disgusting, degenerate shit to not get this stream off, right? But yo, this is just such a felt.
Rowan and I were planning to go to mass, and she wanted to have sex with me. So she texted me saying, Tom, I started my period. I was driving, so I couldn't say much, but I replied by saying, that sucks. I'm 40 minutes away. She follows up by asking me if I mind getting my sword bloody, and I say I'll be okay. So if it wasn't already clear, she's asking me if I'm okay with getting blood on my dick.
You're nasty, bro. Like, ew. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wear a condom. What are you doing? See what I mean? Like, what the again, this is all degenerate behavior. I don't think anyone should be talking about this, but again, you gotta do what you gotta do. But like, what the fuck, man?
Why would this be something she's even asking?
Why is this something you're answering to so casually?
Every time we have sex, I'm making her bleed. Keep in mind, this is months into us going out and being sexually active, and she's still worried that the idea of bleeding during sex would gross me out. Now, as soon as she began posting about me, people were naturally perplexed by her claim that she was bleeding from sex every single time. They asked if she had some kind of medical problem, and she says, I have no health issue that I know of, never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it, but I bled after almost every single time. I feel like most of this
Bitch, you just sound retarded. Bitch, you sound so dumb. Hope you always worth it, young lady. Freak. I should have known she's a fucking. There's just no fucking way your ass was bleeding. Girl, you were probably taking like fucking 3 to 4 big BBCs before this, I bet. No, don't look at me like that. Any white girl that just randomly says nigga like that to someone, nah. And plus, the way she keeps accentuating on big white cock. This girl was out here banging a bunch of dudes or a bunch of co-eds in the fucking dorm rooms, and they happened to be of a brown persuasion with a long dong Van Heusen rod. I guarantee you that's what happened. This chick's a freak, man. Get this disgusting fucker out of here. She can start on her career on being a fucking conservative trad wife, because you know that's how all them be getting down too. Everyone them be full of shit. Like they say, a stock girl's full of shit. I know she's full of shit. I don't care what anyone tells me. She's full of shit. She's disgusting. I know she is. Brittany Venti's full of shit. All these chicks are full of shit on that sphere. I'm telling you. Pearl Davis, if she had any sex appeal, will be full of shit as well. But unfortunately, any black man that goes near Pearl Davis will upgrade to a better white girl. Man, I'm terrible today. I don't care. But for real, that's where she might as well just get started. All right, Rowan, just get on your whole arc right now. Trad wife it up. Let's go. All right, we get on the next boat for the next crop of conservative trad wives that are all fake as fuck.
Statement has already been dispelled, but even the smallest detail of no medical condition that I know of is also false. On September 24th of 2025, Rowan texted me saying that she's going to switch from her current birth control, Nexplanon, to the pill because she has month-long periods that cause her to bleed. So regardless of sex, Rowan admittedly bleeds for an entire month at a time. One of Rowan's main criticisms is that I'm too rough. In fact, she describes our sexual interactions as intense, violent aggression every single time.
I genuinely did think that he would maybe change and stop being so aggressive, because he told me before that he would like kind of chill out, but he never did chill out, and it kept being the same very intense, violent aggression every single time.
She also alleges that I hit, choked, and beat her without asking, essentially painting me as an abusive partner.
Unfortunately, I did still stay with him, and I know a lot of people seem to have a lot of questions about that, and honestly, you were completely correct to question my judgment as to why I stayed with him.
No, we're questioning the other way around, but I question a lot of things. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you the way that you are? Why are you disgusting? Go seek Jesus. Please. I question that. But okay, sure. Crazy bitch.
even though he was, hitting and choking and beating me.
There's this idea she's trying to paint that in the relationship, I was constantly pushing this rough, violative sex onto her. And even though she didn't like it and was being abused, she stayed with me. I've seen some people question her saying things like, well, if you hated it, why didn't you just leave? But realistically, sometimes people do stay with abusive partners. And I don't want to invalidate their stories through my response. The real reason that she didn't leave is because she loved having sex with me. And throughout our entire relationship, was constantly begging me to validate her fantasies. In this first screenshot here, she expresses that she is a real freak and says that she...
Do you not see why you're dumb, though? This isn't a red flag to you to go, I need to distance myself from this chick now before I get into massive trouble? No? You degenerate fuck? God damn it. I'm telling you, son of destiny, bro. You know, it's crazy. I have my I'm on my little studio set that I built and all that, and I'm doing my YouTube in here. I'm doing my streaming, but man, what the hell is going on with Baked Alaska on Kino? Because I have that like in the other, I have that on my Surface right next to it, and it's playing. And I gotta just be real. What is going on? Like, is this is it's something over here. Like they are cooking something up over here, and it's pretty interesting, man. I can't look at it right now because I'm busy, but I can't I just can't. I want to hear it so bad and what the fuck they're doing, because what the fuck are they doing? Fuck, Baked Alaska, man. I didn't think they'd be talking about Baked Alaska tonight. That's crazy. They're gonna talk. I know they're gonna talk about Tom as well, because everyone's talking about Tom, obviously. But let's go.
wants me to kidnap her, even saying, I want to be tied up, taken to the woods, and pounded. So maybe
Again, red flag. This is wrong. No, there's something wrong with me. Yeah, no shit, bitch. You're fucking crazy. And Tom's dumbass is like, and that's the problem I have with Tom. I know this shit's turning you on, because why else would you be into this shit? That's why that's why I'm a side eye of this dude. Yeah, I don't care what your fucking little dipshit friends from the commentary F-slur community of those fucking douchebags. I don't care what those deep throating cucks got to say. This is fucked up. You're a degenerate. You fucked around and found out. And this is crazy. You willingly went into the lion's den of this shit. I don't know what to tell you, bro. What do you think was gonna happen? You thought you were gonna get married to this chick or some shit, bro?
there's something wrong with me. I respond by saying that we should not have sex in the woods. And she says, you nervous? Right here in this next one, Rowan says, I yearn to be manhandled and led across a dark room. That's why I like you. I reply saying, you are like a dungeon person. And she says, you are big like a caveman and I feel small
He's not even that big. What the hell is going on with this chick? She's crazy.
next to you. In fact, anytime I wanted to have more loving, slow, I guess sensual intercourse with Rowan in the bedroom, she actually had a problem with that. I remember one specific instance where I was being more slow and sensual, and I remember her whispering in my ear saying, I want you to pound me. And that's probably why on June 5th, 2025, she texted me saying, I need to get face fucked for an hour. And I replied by saying, damn, exams suck. On June 7th, she texts me and says, I'm excited to get fucked borderline domestic violently. At one point in the interview, she states that one
Idiot. Total idiot.
time I was angry at my ex-girlfriend, and that the next time we had sex, I was particularly aggressive. This is a very strange thing to accuse me of, given that on October 13th, Rowan says verbatim, sometimes I want to fight you just so you be more angry when you fuck me.
This chick is racist as hell. Something wrong. What's wrong with why? What's wrong with this bitch? She's crazy. I'm telling you. She's gonna have a future, man, as the next conservative hoe. Oh my god. Her future's with the quartering. I'm just fucking with y'all. Nah, for real. She's the next Lauren Southern. She really is. She might be the next Lauren Southern. Holy fuck. That's kind of Kino. It's kind of crazy. She's the next Lauren Southern. That's insane. Well, it's time to hand her the drugs. Jesus Lord. May this love never find me.
clarifies, saying, I do like that though, even without the fighting. So at every opportunity, this girl is publicly saying, oh my God, look at all this horrible shit he did to me. And then she's texting me that she wants me to kidnap her, tie her up, and pound her in the woods. And if anyone is putting up any resistance to that, it's me. She once again lies about weird little things in the interview.
If you would have put up resistance, you would have broke up with the bitch, bro. You don't see like the problem. You clearly knew she was crazy. And that's what I agree with some people that they're saying. They're like, listen, man, you still look like an idiot because you sat there and willingly went with this chick, regardless, knowing all the red flags, which means you have to be into this shit. And I'm sorry, it does raise a question. How much of this are you really into? Because you could sit there and say, oh, I'm not into this stuff, but it's like, okay, but you're still willingly having sex with this chick and having a relationship with her, knowing she's crazy. And then she completely and absolutely tried to fuck up your life. Granted, fuck her, disgusting human being, destroy her, whatever. It goes without saying. I've been through this so long. I'm sick of having to fake say the same shit over and over again with the same fucking inflection. I don't care anymore. We get it. Destroy them hoes. They are, of course, going to be nuclear annihilated, nuked from orbit. But if we don't start taking lessons from this as men, we're gonna keep making these mistakes. And a lot of you dudes don't want to learn from your mistakes. And that's what gets you into situations like this. And will he change? I hope. I don't want to see him end up like the next Ethan Ralph, but I'll tell you one thing, or Dick Masterson, you don't want to go down this road, brother. And again, he never answered the Dick Masterson shit or the Destiny butt plug shit, which I think is very peculiar. Also kind of gay.
You
Not
like
kinda.
she says that I was her second boyfriend.
He was I guess my second boyfriend.
Yeah, if we don't fucking count fucking Darnell, Tyrone, Bigsby, and fucking Byram, who plays on the football team. Go Baylor. Oh, maybe she might try to get DJ Lagway's dick next.
Friend.
And when I heard this, I was very confused because she told me that I was her third. In my opinion, she said this to make herself seem less sexually experienced than she really is, to make the case stronger that I was taking advantage of her. Now, in this next post, she writes, again, I'm not alleging anything illegal, just that he would hit and choke because he was a super gooner. Sort of normalize it in my head, but it's definitely not okay to do that. So for information on how I supposedly normalize this behavior, let's go back to the beginning of our relationship.
Because you kept fucking her. That's why this normalized it. You didn't make hard stances or boundaries, you moron. So yes, you did normalize it. Ugh. This is what we're taking victory laps for? This is just stupid. So you're an idiot.
And see what our conversations about sex were like. On Wednesday, May 14th, after only hanging out with Rowan once, she texted me saying she's excited to hang out with me again, and she already knows my penis is massive, without me saying anything sexual to her at this point. So as you might suspect, we did have intercourse on our second date. And after this first sexual encounter, Rowan texts me saying, quote, rape thing is so hot. I never did that before. You should tie me up next time. My response to this is consensual sex is good. And she says, you know what I meant by that. I don't know what to call it. So from the very first interaction we have, she...
BDSM. And don't look at me like that. Of course I know what that is. I'm a guy. We all know what BDSM is. BDSM, that's what it's called. And you know what that means, bro. BDSM. Duh. Which, hey, bondage is cool. Do what you want to do. Hey, I don't get on that. There are limits to this. What I find crazy, though, is the fact that she wanted to be sexually assaulted and you don't see nothing. Okay.
Calls our sex rape for some reason, saying how hot it is, to which I
BDSM.
clarify that it was consensual, and she says, I know what you mean. And for the record, I never indulged in her fantasy to be tied up, just not something I was interested in any way. And we also never did anything in the woods, in case you're curious about that. To hammer this point
Is it wrong? I don't believe you.
home, let's go over some more texts where Rowan talks about sex. On Friday, May 16th, she texts me asking when I'm free and says that she needs my, quote, big dick. And I say, don't say and she's...
No, I actually agree with him on that. Y'all are so fucking corny. Fucking musty nigga. Shut the fuck up, bro. You sound like such a fucking retard. Just say ass, you stupid bitch. If you say that shit, I automatically block your ass on Twitter. Only a retard says shit like that. You're fucking stupid. Like, you're bricks for brains, nigga. The dumbest trend to ever hit this fucking generation. And there's been some stupid fucking trends. But that's what y'all do? Just shut the fuck up. Oh, stick a fucking goddamn fist down their throat. Shut them the fuck up, retard. I'm sorry. I have genuine anger against that shit because it just sounds so stupid.
Says it is, and I need it. On May 18th, Rowan says she's not used to being with someone with as big of a dick as mine. She said
That's a lie. She's been with fucking multiple black dudes. I'm running with this narrative. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm running with this narrative.
that it hurt her, but she wants to do it again, and she won't be a pussy about it. Some of her public claims about me are more desperate and weird than others. Like she complains that I didn't eat her out.
Like, he never once ate me out, but he would demand that I would constantly suck his dick. And like, yeah.
But here is a text message of me directly telling her, look, I'm a selfish lover. And she says, it's okay. I like sucking dick more than getting eaten out. I'm a real freak. Despite her acting like I am a like sexual degenerate, repeatedly doing sex acts she doesn't enjoy.
Yeah.
Here she is saying, you match my freak, kind of. Not you're too freaky or we've been too freaky. She says that I match her freak. Here in this next one, she says, I'm getting on my knees as soon as I see you, by the way, freak mode. In this next one, I give a little bit of input. I tell her I'm thinking about her pussy. And she responds to me saying, you going to tear it up or what? Now, my question for you in the audience would be, do people who are into slow, romantic, candlelit sex describe intercourse as their pussy getting torn up? I would say probably not. Here in
you'd be surprised.
this next one, she says she's going to leave mass early on Sunday to go get some dick. And keep in mind, I don't want to reveal any of this information. Okay, I don't want to be.
No, believe me, none of us want to go through this. I don't like talking about this either, bro. Don't worry. I'm dying too. We're in this together. But that's what you get from being a degenerate piece of shit in your personal life.
Saying this. I don't want to be here right now. And I would never intend on sexually shaming an ex-partner. But she's gone out of her way to not only shame me, but also to lie in an effort to paint me as some gooner, freak, borderline rapist. So let's keep going. Here, Rowan makes a post saying that I am a Patrick Bateman gooner because I flexed in the mirror after we had sex. But the strange part about this is that
I'm sorry. That's hilarious as fuck if you did that. That'd actually be funny as fuck.
a text of her saying, quote, I keep thinking about how hot it was watching myself take your big dick in the mirror. Gooner as fuck. Sorry. Reading through what she says about me publicly, it's like every accusation she makes towards me is actually some kind of confession to her own behavior.
That is true. He is right about that. That it is like, it's basically projection. It's like, oh, he's horrible. He did this. He did that. And reality is you're the one that wanted it because you're a sick psychotic freak trying to get fucked. But here's my advice, sweetheart. Just do what every fucking college girl does and get turned inside out in college. And then once you're done with that, go to therapy and get your life together. That's literally what you all do. You're in Baylor. Just get fucking pounded into the mattress. There are thousands of dudes that are going to fucking plow the shit out of you. Why you went this route, I don't know. But then again, you're a freak. Good Lord. What are these parents doing with these kids, man? I gotta be real. Like, y'all have talks? Or, I don't know. You know what? I shouldn't be like that because you know what? It is curiosity a lot of the time too. I shouldn't be. I'm being judgmental. But seriously, though, this is crazy.
June 25th, she texts me wondering if she can give me head after getting her wisdom teeth taken out. She obviously wouldn't be able to do that because it causes your face to swell up like a blimp. And she responds with, no, I got to do it as much as possible before. Here, Rowan's asking me, am I the tightest, most perfect girl you ever fucked? On July
I don't know, man. All the black gentlemen that had you, I'm going to hell. I don't care. We're running with that rumor. I don't care.
July 2nd, she says, I miss that big dick so much. I'm under spells. On July 5th, I bring up us wearing condoms, and Rowan says, ew, no, and then tells me that she wants me to cream pie her, and that she's a...
What the fuck? You don't see what's wrong with this, though? That's just dumb. No. It's not that. Oh. I like cream pies, though. It's the thing with birth control. Real freaky. You sick bitch.
Real freak. After I say happy birthday, sweetie, for her 21st, she says that all she wants for her birthday is my big white In this next one, she texts me saying, I miss feeling like I'm going to break in half, not gonna lie. In this
Oh
next
my
one, she says, I
God.
like when you make me choke on it and call me a good girl. On
Oh
July
my
23rd, she says,
God.
can I come over and suck on it Friday night? Which I don't accept. I tell her that I'm busy. She then says, I have the big white cock addiction. Interestingly enough, in this next one, she's asking me if I can have sex with her while holding her in the air, essentially, and tells me that I should try to do it. Once again, a pretty bizarre thing to ask someone to do who allegedly has been
Well,
using you for 3 months by now with overly rough sex. On July 21st, she starts off by texting me, I hate gooner men. And then not even 1 minute later, she says, I need that big white cock. On August 23rd, she says, whenever I wake up without my morning Tom face fuck, I am sad. On September 2nd, she expresses
This
that
is
she wished she
bad.
lived closer to me. But if she did, it would be an issue because she would want to come
good Lord, this is bad, bro. This is really bad. I keep telling y'all, stop messing with these hoes, man. I hope y'all learn something from this, but I highly doubt you will, because I think a lot of you motherfuckers, I think you do get off on this, and you don't see the problem yet. You will, or maybe it'll just be too late, and you'll end up like Ethan Ralph or fucking Dick Masterson. So who knows? And if you are doing coke with Dick Masterson, this is all just a moot point. You're already cooked. You're done. Like, you're already corrupted. I think he's corrupted regardless because of Destiny. But man, I gotta say, man, this is insanity. Oh man.
Suck my dick all the time. On September 17th, she sends me an Instagram reel of someone praying the rosary. I don't respond, and she follows up by saying, I miss that dick so much. Here in this next photo, she sends me a picture of her in lingerie with the caption, when it's rape time. And after she said that, all I did was respond with a photo of the movie Just Friends. On Thursday, September 25th at 7:30 a.m., Rowan says, I hope you come. I got something special for our rape times. I say, change that to consensual sexual encounters. And she says, I know. She expands on this particular message and says, are you mad at me? I know it's consensual. So even as we're approaching over 4 months of being together, she's still telling me that our sex is consensual and that she likes it. Now that I've gone through a lot of our messages, I think it's pertinent that we get into the month of October. This is the month that Rowan has publicly claimed that there was one specific incident that occurred during which she asked me to stop having sex with her, and I did not. To be perfectly clear, this never happened.
I highly doubt she ever had a moment ever where she said, please stop fucking me. This clearly paints the fact that she needs to have that moment with Jesus. So Jesus could tell her, bitch, go to therapy. And then electroshock therapy.
But just to have some fun, we can go
You
through
ever watch that movie Jolt? That's what she needs.
our text day by day in this month to see which day this horrific incident could have possibly occurred. On October 2nd, she texts me saying, you are perfect. On October 3rd and 4th, we hung out. She asked me if I got home okay, and she says that I am her formal date in her heart. She then says that she hates when anyone comments on her body.
Seriously, the nigga thing. Bro, who gave you the N-word pass, bitch? I swear to God. Which nigga? We never talk with him, all right? In the nigga delegation, we gotta have a talk with him because we're not giving you no pass because you suck. And you know, you're out here getting fucking railed by Tom. Not even getting railed by a nigga to say that. What are we doing here, nigga? I almost took myself seriously there. But for real, like it's just funny to me. I used to know, like she says, oh, I only had you're the biggest ticket. Like, bitch, stop lying. We already know your ass is been banging some black dudes. We know that's a lie. I know you're lying.
Even in a positive way, and I tell her that she should eat slop and go for a walk and not worry about it, and that she is beautiful. On October 8th, she continues being sexual, complimenting my arm. She then resends me a meme that says, me if I do not have violent sex very soon.
Jesus fucking Christ.
On October 8th, she also says, I miss my handsome husband. Here, I tell her I landed in Texas. She says, I miss sucking on it.
Jesus Christ.
She then texts me saying, you got to start putting rape time in your reminders.
Jesus fucking H Christ.
On October 9th, she says that she wants to hang out. I say I arrived. On October 10th, she says, let me know when you get back safe. I always have such a fun time with you. On October 14th, she says she wishes she was waking up to me in the morning. And she then expresses sadness that I'm not moving closer to the city where she's from to live near her.
I hope you make the right decision. I'm hoping my swollen cheek go down, look like Quagmire. Oh, how fucking fitting. What happened? Did you irritate it? Pidgey did it not surprise. What? I don't know. I just woke up with half my face swollen. It's nice. Last semester I was getting drunk every weekend, and now instead I start quality movie time with my Pookie. Good change. I would say that is a better use of time. No cap for sure. Oh my fucking lord, you people talk like retards. Not to glaze, but my life has improved since meeting you. Uh-huh.
She then states that her life has improved since meeting me because previously she was partying and going out, and now she spends time with me.
Yeah, I highly doubt that you stopped partying and going out. I highly doubt that.
On October 15th, she says, I started my period. I wish I could come suck on it. And that evening, she says, I would kill my.
It's hard to man, but my nursing school friend is coming down and we get drunk. Tom, hope was fun. I am tipsy reminiscing on how you are an amazing boyfriend. Women have a sense of humor if what?
Myself if I had to
I don't
talk
know,
to
inside
any other
joke,
man
whatever.
but you. I say, that's true. I'm a nice guy. And she says, yeah,
Yeah, you're a freak, Tom. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're one of those freaky nice guys.
I'm the bad guy. On October 17th, we've already read
Tom, this is shameful shit, buddy. She's not even like interesting. She's like a boring generic white girl. What is wrong with you? You don't see this?
this, but this is once again where she says, do you ever go back and watch our videos? And I say, yeah, I do sometimes actually. And she responds to me that she's thinking about that right now and says, quote, need that big white cock. In the mirror, you dead ass look like the Hulk compared to me. Now, one thing to note here
No, what was the last message? I have girl drama to talk about. Oh, Jesus, no, I don't care enough.
here is that at no point does she express that the videos were taken without her consent. Once again, I just
Nope.
want to have that hammered down
No,
here.
no.
On October 19th,
Yeah, hammered
she
down.
texted me
Great use of words there, hammered down. Because that's great.
saying she needs my milk right now. She then
Oh,
says, I miss
God.
my perfect jacked boyfriend. And that night she sends me nudes. At 10 p.m., she sends me a photo of a guy with a clock in his hand and says, I need that dick.
Notice she uses the black guy. Notice that. Right.
October 21st, I sent her a bicep photo. She responds saying, you look good, Tom. I can't wait to suck your dick. She says, I love you. You're a great boyfriend. She then says, you never officially asked me to be your girlfriend, to which I say that we did. On October 23rd, there's proof we hung out that day. She then says, text me when you get home safe. And I say, I made it. She also texted me saying, I love when my bed smells like your musk. On October 24th, she says, good night. You're the best boyfriend ever. October 25th, she sends me a photo of herself in a deer outfit and says, meow, I miss Tom's big white dick. That
Again, her shit's already leaked. She might as well even send these pics. She's fucked anyways.
night, she says, I'm going to send you ass pics tomorrow. On October 26th, we've read this one before, but here she says, next time during our epic rape time, you can tie me up.
Dear fucking Lord.
I say, you mean consensual sex? And she follows it up by saying, you know what I mean, Tom? Rough
BDSM. Yes. God. Why?
sex. Once again, these are really weird messages to be sending to someone that you now claim is sexually abusing you on a weekly basis.
You know, as a degenerate gooner myself, at the damn time, I gotta be real. May this bitch never find me. Because I'm not having it here, man. I'm not doing it. I'm good. No. No.
Now, that evening, the evening of October 26th, we can see that I hang out at Rowan's house and I sleep over. Then there's a text that shows that I'm leaving and mentioned that I took my friend to the hospital. On October 27th, she says that she hopes I'm doing well. She loves me so much. On October 30th, she says that we'll be married in 2 years.
Speaking of red flags.
October 31st at 12:30
Speaking of red flags.
in the morning, she texts me and says, I had a nightmare you broke up with me. Oh my God. She then says that I should cut a hole in my Batman suit for my dick. On October 31st in
Jesus Christ, this bitch is crazy.
the afternoon, she says, oh, Tom, I yearn for the big white cock. On November 1st at 1:20 a.m., she says, up? No good night. I love you. Yeah, it's fucking over. I tell her that I'm falling asleep, and she says, you was madly in love with her and not me. I'm going to kill myself. I tell
Again, red flags.
her good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And I then say, do not say anything like that ever again. Now, for a little more context on this specific message and what she's talking about here, during our entire relationship, she was extremely insecure about the fact that before I was with her, I had lived with a girl. And she wanted me to basically show more commitment in the relationship than I was willing to show, as far as like moving physically closer to her. And at a few points, she suggested that we move in together, and I said, you know, it's just too soon. We're not really ready for that. I don't think that makes sense after dating for just a few months to move in together. So that's the context of this. She would constantly bring up shit and compare herself to my ex or ex-sexual partners in general, but my ex-girlfriend. And I was like, don't say stuff like that. Like I'm dating you right now. Stop worrying about this. this. So later on in the night, she texts me saying, "Mass is needed. I am such a sweet girl and have love in my heart for you. I know this." And this carries into the morning where she
If she says niggas one more time, bro.
says, "Hi, my sweet love." The next day around noon, she says, "Sorry for being kind of bitchy. Let me know when you're on your way." I say that I have arrived. We take a photo in our Halloween outfits. And on November 2nd, I say that I made it home. And she says that she hopes that I have a good day. So we've now made it through the entire month of October. And there's no indication of any kind of abuse, any kind of mistreatment, or even really anything negative. But almost every single day, she says something about how she loves me, how I'm perfect, how everything is good. And she keeps sending me sexual stuff the entire time without me even asking. At the risk of belaboring the point, I do want to go through a few more messages just for the hell of it, just so I can confidently show that she was extremely sexual the entire time and never expressed any reservations about the sex we were having. On Wednesday, November 5th, out of nowhere, she texts me saying, "I'm trying to make you nut." I just don't respond. On December 12th, she sends me nudes again. Kind of a weird thing to send to someone who apparently has sexual blackmail on you again, is it not? On December 24th, she says that I am a sweetie pie. She's grateful for me. She wants to make me nut again, in her words, and she hopes we're married for a long time. On January 2nd, she sends me a naked photo of herself again, unprompted. And the morning of January 8th, Rowan texts me saying that before she comes to visit me, she needs to know that my dick is working. Less than 36 hours later, I
Dude, this is killing me mentally. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dying here.
broke up with her. So as you can see, the text don't
I'm
lie.
dying.
Rowan was blatantly the more sexual one in the relationship.
Yes, we've established that. This could have been 15 less minutes, people.
I've produced evidence of this nearly every single week, and she didn't produce any because there isn't any. But apart
No, there really isn't. And honestly, can we be done with this? Is there more to this?
from the idea that I filmed her without her consent, and apart from the idea that I was a sexually abusive partner, she actually made some other claims as well. So
Damn it.
another claim she made is that I encouraged her eating disorder.
Yeah, I told him very early on, like, hey, like, I've struggled with eating issues in the past, and I'm kind of still trying to gain some weight and make sure everything's okay. And he would tell me, "Oh, I love how skinny you are. I like how small you are, you know, like, I love how your body is like skinny," and like just say all this stuff that was incredibly hard to hear.
This is also a pretty serious claim, and if true, would undoubtedly make me a pretty fucked up guy, but it's
Yeah.
just not true. Here,
Mhm.
I directly discourage her eating disorder, even giving her advice on gaining weight, and I say starving yourself is very bad for you. In this next screenshot, she says she used to be thick, but she self-nuked. I say you look the same, more or less. I guess you lost some weight, but I think both are attractive. In this next one, she says that she feels skinny fat. I say I don't agree, and I say that working out is good. And this next one, she sends me an image that says nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, and I say that's a sickening image. Now, for those who don't know, this is like it's like a pro anorexia slogan, I guess you would call it. Here in this next screenshot, she asked me if I'd still like her if she gained weight, and I say yes. Here in this next one, I tell her explicitly she should eat more food and drink protein shakes to gain weight, and I also tell her that
Dude, I'm gonna skip this because I don't care. I think I shit. I'm sorry. I don't care.
and that we never did anything related to age play. So this brings the total counter up to 5 people
No, let's go
to her
back.
about these allegations, and she clearly states that I've never done age play. An ex-girlfriend of mine named
Okay, so he did kind of talk to. Okay, good.
Kai, who I dated for 3 years, also publicly posted on Twitter saying that I never abused her and that we never did anything related to age play. So this brings the total counter up to 5 people: Rowan, Katie, Ellie, Kai, and another random girl I banged a year ago named Maddie, who for some reason came out in the midst of all of this to post pictures of herself in my house. And all of these people say that I never was into this fetish with them. The closest thing I've
Good.
ever engaged in when it comes to age play is that sometimes girls do call me daddy during sex.
That's not age play.
It's a little embarrassing given that
It's really not.
I am me. I accept that it's something people are going to see is a little bit strange.
No, we're not. That's what a lot of dudes do. We talk about this all the time. Or Poppy. Poppy's the good one.
All I can really do at this point is accept that it's something that I've done. And I think that Rowan should accept it about herself too, given that she also called me daddy during sex and over text repeatedly. In the same vein as this accusation, Rowan stated, "One more thing to add, I thought
this
was
is
odd. I never really
brutal.
expressed any interest in Hello Kitty or that type of e-girl stuff, but I had like one Hello Kitty figure in my car. As a gift, Tom bought me Hello Kitty pajamas and a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff." So Rowan essentially wants you to believe that I'm pushing Hello Kitty onto her as if I have some kind of weird fascination
That is retarded. Every fucking woman on the planet planet loves Hello fucking Kitty. Shut the fuck up.
with it.
I knew that was bullshit. The Hello Kitty shit, I kind of rolled my eyes at. I was like, do you really think that most women on the planet, including you, are above Hello Kitty? Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know how many billions that fucking brand makes? Sorry, I just do not. I hate stupidity.
But the truth is that I am a 23-year-old man, and I don't give a fuck about Hello Kitty, okay? The only reason I bought her anything Hello Kitty themed at all, which was once, by the way, was because she frequently expressed interest in it. Here she is sending me a photo with a Hello Kitty figurine next to her printer. Here she is sending me a photo with a hand-drawn and colored Hello Kitty image on her wall. Yeah, she made these herself. Here, in regards to her decorating my room, she says, no Hello Kitty, with a frowny face, and I say, correct. And something interesting about these texts is that she shows that she has a poster of the movie Lolita on her wall. I wonder what the movie Lolita could possibly be about. This film is about a middle-aged professor who is sexually attracted to adolescent girls he calls nymphettes. He
Jesus fucking Christ.
rents a room in the house of a young widow to get closer to her 14-year-old daughter, Dolores Hayes Lowe, whom he calls Lolita. Obsessed with the
Oh
girl,
my
he eventually
God.
gains control over her.
This is insane. I mean, I could literally cut the stream off, cut the video off right now, and be done with this, and basically go on, kind of go into it. But I want to play the kind of the full context to not miss anything. But this is insane. This chick is clearly mentally ill and needs deep psychiatric help. Deep psychiatric help. And I gotta say, it's insane having to watch this shit. It's insane.
After he takes her cross country with him. Rowan even says that I should watch this movie, to which I reply that I feel like it's a movie adult men aren't supposed to see. In this next screenshot, Rowan asks me, if I start dressing like a weird Hello Kitty e-girl, would you still fuck with me? And I replied, no, I don't want you to do that. I find it kind of repulsive. Here, Rowan is texting me upset that she has to take down all of the Hello Kitties from her dorm room. And this next one is probably the strangest reference to Hello Kitty out of all of them. Here, she's sending me a video that says, get you a man that takes you to the Hello Kitty hotel. And under it, she writes, imagine the rape here.
Stop. Just stop. Bro, do you not see why you're an idiot? This girl is giving you the fucking red flag playbook. It's literally a literal neon sign that says, I am a degenerate hoe. I will try and ruin your life if you break up with me. And you still went in and thought that she was fine. What is wrong with you dudes? Degenerate, man. Like, dude, wake up. You don't see the problem here? Like, you don't see where it says, hey, stop being retarded? Whatever.
And I say, I will not imagine. Now, with some of the more insane projections and lies out of the way, I'd like to get into some strange details that Rowan also decided to lie about for whatever reason she may have.
There's
One
more.
thing that a lot of people pointed out that's strange is that Rowan had taken a photo of us matching on Tinder before we met in person.
Yeah, I took a picture of the match because I could kind of tell there was like something weird about this guy. Like I didn't know if he was famous or whatever. And also I did that to other people as well on Tinder.
Just like everybody you matched with to like gossip with, like girlfriends.
Yeah, like a couple of them. But yeah, he seemed like kind of weird. So I took pictures of our match.
She's also stated repeatedly that she's not a very online person multiple times throughout her testimony. But the wild thing about this is Rowan had sent me a message on my YouTube connected Instagram all the way back on February 21st of 2024, 15 months before matching me on Tinder.
Oh, you coward. You got rid of her fucking... We'll find her Instagram. You know that, right? They're going to find it. Also, now we see her picture. God, she's skinny.
Where she said, you have to do a video on this crazy guy on Twitter who only has like 3,000 followers, but this man is a menace. I even confronted her about this when we first hung out because I found it very strange that she lied to my face when she first met me and said she didn't know who I was. I said, hey, I looked at our messages on Instagram and saw you DM me over a year ago. Rowan said, oops, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you, but I watched one of your vids a while ago and thought you were cute, but I thought it would be awkward. I responded, that's okay. I was just surprised. She replied,
at what point do you think Tom got it in his head that I should not be dating this chick? Did she pull out a hatchet and threaten to cut your cock off and then eat it in front of you? And that's when you realized she was kind of not a good girlfriend material thing? Whatever, man.
I know I probably look crazy. I said, I mean, a little bit. It's okay. I just wish you told me. That's all. She answered, I didn't want to because I thought it would be weird. I'm sorry. Kind of lied about some stuff. I was like a niche internet micro celebrity on Twitter for a little bit too. I'm chronically online and didn't want to admit it, lol. I've gotten better about it. Once again, this is just another detail that it doesn't even make sense to publicly lie about, but it's just one of those things that makes me question her intentions throughout the entire relationship looking back. Publicly, she's also misrepresented the end of our relationship. In the interview, it stated that our breakup took place in December and that after that, she realized how bad it was and she felt the need to contact Katie, who we're going to get into later. This is blatantly untrue. We broke up on January 10th of this year, 2026, and she began posting about me on January 14th, literally days.
It's over, buddy. It's so over, buddy. Oh, cooked. It's oh no. Oh no. Okay. That's fucking funny. Oh, that is fucking funny. So fucking funny. Good lord.
Later. She says the breakup was kind of mutual, an idea that is just bitterly ironic because that's not the case. Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again.
I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship.
The fact that you knew you felt the need to record this is why you're an idiot, bro. You had every opportunity to realize she's crazy, and you actually knew she would do something like this. So you willingly still had a relationship with this chick. Wow, that is so dumb. Oh my god.
And have you go be in your corner. You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break we'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Crazy bitch. Oh no. You know, that's all he needed to post at the beginning of this video and then walk out and go, I have nothing else to prove. And it probably would have done the job anyways. Nobody nuclear felt. Oh, dude, Kino's gonna have a field day with this shit. Like, I'm having a field day with this shit. I know those two assholes will. Oh, everyone's gonna have a field day with this shit. It's kind of funny, man. Like I said, I was pretty pissed at them for the Brittany Venti cock drobbling. You know, not from Triple P so much, but from Andy. I felt like Andy was just going over. I'm like, dude, of all the fucking people, Brittany Venti really, bro, she's literal filth. I can't think of anyone that's just like, I can't understand how people like try and sell Brittany Venti to me. I don't get it. But whatever, that's a whole conversation for another time. But like, bro, this is just bad.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
That's me though. I'm laughing because it's fucking funny. That's funny.
Why?
Because you're a piece of
Oh my god, he asks again.
shit.
Why?
Why? I'm gonna like, yeah, so I'm gonna text this girl right now. What do you think I should say to her? Oh, I would have trolled her right there. I could never do this. I would have never gotten into an issue with this crazy bitch. I can't stand bitches like this. Especially the annoying, soft-spoken ones. Ugh.
Because our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Well
Okay.
then. Well then.
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
You brought this crazy, psychotic bitch to your mom? What are you, fucking retarded?
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish.
Too late.
Okay.
I just want to see you again, though. Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
You literally just called this guy a piece of shit, talked about ruining his life, and then you said that he was a selfish fuck, and that you're sorry that his mom raised you this way that you did. Seriously, what the fuck am I looking at? Sorry, hold on. Let me just. Okay, listen. Like that's crazy. You know that's unhinged. She's unhinged. She's completely unhinged. Yeah, she's gonna be one hell of a conservative trad wife, bro. Hell of one. Oh, she's gonna be an all-star at this.
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Why?
'Cause
She says why. Oh my god.
you're like threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not.
You
Well, if
just
you don't
did.
come see me, then I will.
I stated blatantly
What
that I did
the
not want to have
fuck?
sex with her. I didn't want to be with her anymore. I just wanted out of the relationship. This is something she was completely unwilling to accept. And that's why after I stopped talking to her, she proceeded to call me over 30 times and texted me 80
Uh, uh, oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. uh, oh no. Really? Oh, this is great. This is a Lifetime movie. This is just wow, buddy. Wow. I am flabbergasted. Yeah, I'm so done.
times with no response. She is publicly claiming to be a victim of sexual abuse while begging me to fuck her again.
Like you've done all this like weird shit. Like I don't like it. Like you're so weird. You treat me badly, especially during sex. And like over the phone, I just
Good luck, bitch. You're gonna need it. She's gonna have to delete all her fucking social media. Try and get through school, which I don't know how that's gonna work. And yeah, get therapy. I think the biggest thing is she needs therapy. But again, Tom was dumb enough to. Tom has a bad. Okay, Tom makes bad life choices, and this is one of those life choices that you shouldn't make. But yeah, and the thing, and you gotta ask, okay, you're being really judgmental of Tom or whatever, because Tom's done it to other people. Tom has judged people's lives for so many years. Now I hope he learns from this and understands how it feels. Now everyone's laughing at your life choices, looking at you like the idiot that you are right now. And they should, because you don't get mercy from me. You don't get mercy from a lot of people. And I hate to be that guy, but it's kind of how it's going to be for you. Actually, I don't hate to be that guy at all. I fucking enjoy it in this situation. But yeah, I'm not going to give mercy to these fuckers. All of y'all look dumb for this. Everyone involved can get fucked, in my opinion.
listed everything that he had done wrong, and he was like, well, you can leave me if you want. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you. That's basically what happened.
But there was no like specific like. Did you guys talk at all between breaking up and then?
Tom and I?
Yeah.
I don't believe so, because I blocked him.
Even this detail is also so insane. While it is true that once she started to lose her mind, I did stop talking to her, she continued speaking at me, alternating between begging me to forgive her for breaking up with her, saying she wanted to have sex with me again, and sending me psychotic text messages filled with lies that she came up with once I dumped her. Now, with Rowan dealt with, the next person I'd like to address is Clorox Katie. Katie's a girl I had a brief sexual relationship with 2 years ago, and she
Yeah, that's a problem. When you're fucking with someone named Clorox Katie, you probably know you're going to get in some trouble here. But again, you make bad decisions.
began posting about me on the same day as Rowan. Now, back when we were hanging out, she flew all the way from California to Maine to hang out with me twice. In the interview, she describes her time with me as the worst experience of her life.
And then you fly back. And how did that go? How long did you stay?
Horrible. That was the worst experience of my life, I think.
And she also took to the forum to make some posts about me. Yes, Tom is extremely harsh during sex. I've been down the kink roads in my life, and how he acts is actually just evil and almost sadistic. Not even kinked up, just actually a Patrick Bateman type gooner. When asked about things between us
That's so funny.
ended, here is what she had to say. I just truly thought he was a cringe fag who definitely was going to beat me later if I stayed around.
Well, goddamn. Hey, man, don't be saying stuff like that, guys. Unless you talk about Nico Storio, and that's really true. But damn.
We only had a 2-month fling, but even my insane ass was scared of how he acted, and he was also just stupid. I hated conversation with him. He was just extremely weird to me and also evil as fuck during sex. Naturally, people asked her why she hadn't reported me to the police.
Naturally, I think we had to ask why you have this taste in these disgusting women. But I think Tom, honestly, Tom, listen to me. Tom, come here. You can't ever talk about iDubbbz ever again. You know that, right? You can never talk shit about iDubbbz ever again. You know that, right? You can't talk about iDubbbz. You can't talk about any other dudes. You can't talk about anyone. All right. Let me look at your discography here, boo boo. All right. These are the people you can't talk shit about anymore. A lot of dudes really can't be sitting here talking about iDubbbz anymore, man. Like, if I hear one thing from that fat ass imbecile to Oreo talking about iDubbbz, I'm going to tell him to shut the fuck up, because you know what? Your best friend is literally worse than iDubbbz. iDubbbz went with one woman that is a life ruiner. You chose like 5 or 6, my guy. That's insane. You can't talk about Alex. Well, actually, you can talk about Alex. He's a piece of shit. But Clavicular, you can't talk about Jared Leto. You can't talk about Jack Doherty. You're all in the same vein as stupid motherfucker, bro. You're all stupid as rocks. All right? You're all rock-headed morons. Congratulations. Now you can't talk. I don't care. I'm keeping it real. A lot of you dudes out here can't talk about iDubbbz no more, because iDubbbz, God bless it, he only made one life-ruining decision. The problem is with iDubbbz is he hasn't actually extricated himself and got out of that situation. Like, he just keeps staying in the same situation of life-ruining bitch. But my God. Oh, no.
And her response was, I thought about the police and looked into it, but again, it being across my own state lines and in Maine, it would have had to been filed there, and I lived on the opposite side of
If you are abused, what do you mean it doesn't seem feasible? What the fuck are we doing, dude?
the country, so it just didn't seem feasible.
Oh,
These
my
claims are
God.
once again so absurd to me that the best way to dispel them is to just look through our messages together.
Oh,
In
no.
these 2 DMs, you see that Katie comes to visit me for the first time on January 20th and leaves on January 23rd. She comes to visit me. She says she's excited. She then goes home. And after leaving my house the first time, she immediately texted me saying, I had so much fun, Tom. You can kidnap me whenever. I feel so alone in my bed. She then
Why do you keep fucking with bitches like this, dog? What's wrong with you?
says that she has to come back. Now, days after coming the first time, she sends me nudes. Once again, this is kind of a weird thing to send to somebody that you're claiming is recording
I'm sorry,
sex
I
with
keep
you without
doing
your
that.
consent. Why would you send this person nudes? She then sends me nudes a second time, says she needs it, says so starved, so deprived, and she says that she misses me so much. I say, let's hang out in March. She says I'm down, but waiting until March will be so hard. On February 1st, Katie says that she misses me. On February 2nd, she slides up on my story and says she is counting down the days until she can see me again. She
Dude, this is insanity. Oh my God, this is legitimately insane. You bitches are sick fucks. You're sickos. You're actual fucking sickos. You are a sickness. And I do not want this. Who wants this? No one wants this sickness. But apparently these motherfuckers want this sickness. I can't. I just can't understand this. I cannot fucking stand this at all.
then says that she needs to see me ASAP and she misses all the things about me. On February 4th, she says she wishes that she woke up cuddling me. On February 8th, she says she wants to have sex with me again. Once again, this is after the first time we hung out. February 18th, she says she's going to swallow me, and she then sends me naked photos of herself willingly. Keep in mind, once again, she's accusing me of recording sex with her without her consent, and then she keeps sending me naked photos of herself. She
I mean, you did ask, but yeah.
even sent me a video, by the way. She says, I need you right meow. I need you ASAP. February 22nd and February 24th, we have I miss you and are you home yet? February 28th, she slides up on my story and says, I'm going to suck you so good. She then says, I need to see you now more than ever. Lots of hugs and hot sex. On March 2nd, she says, I like you lots. And I reciprocate. She says she can't wait to see me again. She then says that she's excited to see me that coming Saturday. In the next screenshot, I say, your pussy's going to be so sore. And Katie responds with, good thing we had to wait a while because then I can take a beating. She then
Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios. Okay.
says, I'm ready for you to throw me around. Now, when we were discussing how many days she would want to stay, she says, as long as you want, and that we'll have so much sex and party so hard. And she then once again expresses how excited she is. On March 7th, she sends me a barrage of unsolicited sexual photos, including her with BDSM leather on her butt. On March 8th, she says all she can think about is me and she can't wait for my dick to be down her throat. And on March 10th at 7 in the morning, which is 4 a.m. her time, she says that she is so excited to see me that she cannot sleep. Now, with the Instagram messages out of the way, we can move on to the text messages. So on March 10th, this is the second visit, right? Prior to getting there, she says that she is starving for me. Now, March 15th, this is when she leaves. She says, I still have her toothbrush, but that I have to let her come back. Now, keep in mind, Katie, in her own words, said that this second time visiting me was the worst experience of her entire life.
How long did you say?
Horrible. That was the worst experience of my life, I think.
She basically describes being
This is just so bad. I mean, this is one of the most brutal takedown responses I've ever seen. And the best part about it is, it's just so fucking stupid. Granted, at the end of this, I know I've been hard on Tom, but I really hope he does learn from this. Please learn from this, man. Stop fucking with these type of women, dude. They're not good people. You gotta start having better people around you, bro. Like, I'm being real. Like, he has still not addressed the whole fucking, coke line shit with Dick Masterson, which I'm sorry, with the women you're into, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah, I can see you hanging around the types of Dick Masterson. You guys like the same type of women. You're both degenerate fucks right now. So I can see you doing coke with the guy. That's a bad move, bro. You're already fucking around with Destiny, which is basically like Dick Masterson anyways. This is not a good look.
physically abused in the interview. She even says that while we were having sex, she would ask me to stop doing something and I wouldn't. But that did not happen. You may also recall her stating that she ended things with me because I was such an insufferable person to be around. She claims that after the second trip, she began to realize she was a victim.
Yeah. And that's kind of like when things really started piecing together to me that I was like, wait, I think I am a victim right now. Like something's not right here.
In her words,
you're an idiot.
This is why she stopped talking to me. She says that she was scared of me. She says she was scared that I would beat her. Well, on March 20th, which is after the second visit, she texts me saying, Tom, I really like spending time with you, but I'm kind of worried about if you actually like me or just using me. Lol. I'm just BPDing, and so I'm tweaking and need reassurance. Are you just having fun with me or do we have something? To which I respond, well, I like you and I think you're cool, and perhaps we even have something. However, I would make a bad boyfriend, so I don't really want to date anyone officially, I guess. Yeah. I was abundantly clear with my intentions with her. I did not want anything serious at that time. But apparently, this is the period she began to realize the true extent of my abuse, which is probably why after we had already hung out the second time, Katie tries to arrange a third meeting with me, saying she wishes that she was in Ohio, where I was at the time, and I did not reciprocate. After this proposition, she slid up on my Instagram story 12 times over the next 10 months, and I did not slide up on her story once, not a single time. So ask yourself, do these texts sound like a girl texting a guy that she finds evil and sadistic, a guy that she was even debating going to the police about? Because to me, it seems crystal clear that she enjoyed our time together and even wanted to hang out a third time. You got to keep in mind here, she flew across the entire North American continent twice, from California to Maine, to see me. After the second time, she wanted me to be her boyfriend. I didn't want to. And she then repeatedly made efforts to contact me and hang out with me again. Now, to close off the video, I think I'd like to share some interesting texts that Rowan sent me about her dear friend Katie, as they're both accusing me.
No, there can't be more to this, right?
Of, I mean, whatever it is they're even trying to say at this point. After she saw that I was following Katie on Instagram, she messaged me on December 8th saying, did you know Clorox Katie tried to fuck Jet Neptune? Those girls too make themselves easy targets with the hair and piercings because they have sexual trauma. She then says,
and as usual, women stab each other in the back. Aging like fine wine. Women cannot work together on shit, huh? I hate to bring that stereotype up, but well, buddy.
They complain about sexual assault a lot because they will fuck anything that breathes. 1 month and 2 days later, I broke up with Rowan. And in the middle of her unhinged tirade about me, she told me that she would be messaging as many girls I had been with as possible to try and find whatever dirt she could so that she could run to the internet about it. Now, I've seen a lot of people say things to the effect of, Tom's a hypocrite. He gooned. And you're right. I did goon. Okay. I did.
You're still gooning. No, there is no did goon. You didn't learn your lesson. Stop. You just got away with shit here. I wouldn't say got away with, but you didn't learn your lesson, bro. You only learn your lesson when you're not having these situations happen to you. So just stop it. And again, I'd be more sympathetic if Tom wasn't such if Tom wasn't such a hypocrite. You know? And it's true. You are a hypocrite and you are a gooner. You've done all this shit, judging other people for years, making money off of this shit. This is the breaks, homie. So yeah, you do get that label. You and everyone around you looks bad. Oh, fuck Augie and fuck the Oreo. Those two cockfuckers can suck a dick. You didn't want to bow down and apologize and say, oh, it's wrong. Fuck you two fuckers, man. You're both F slurs. You're cucks. You're a bunch of fucking clowns who shouldn't be around women because either you're too stupid to be around women or you might turn into Destiny, which I don't know which one is more terrifying.
Not stop gooning. So maybe in the end, the hats are more relevant than ever. Anyway, that's about it. I've said everything I need to. Goodbye.
Thanks for that. Jesus effing H Christ. You know, at the end of the day, I'm only harsh because it's the truth and it's only fair. Because if it was anyone else, God knows they're going to judge them. Again, how many videos you made about iDubbbz and his life choices, huh? How many videos? How many streams? You're gonna talk about iDubbbz and Anissa and how iDubbbz is dumb for getting cucked by Anissa. Okay, great. Well, now you get to look stupid because you're dating like 5 Anishas, nigga. You went to 5 Anissas. They're all Anissa Jomhas. And even then, Anissa actually is better than them because she never actually done this to Ian. She's done some shady shit to Ian, don't get me wrong. But I don't think she's not to this point ever done this shit. But you guys will gladly laugh at Ian as the idiot that he is. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Tom's dumber than Ian. The only difference is Tom is at the stage in his career to where he hasn't gotten ruined for it yet. Yet it will happen if you keep down this path. And fucking around with guys like Destiny and Dick Masterson, it's only a matter of fucking time before you fuck your shit up, before you F up your life, before you fuck around and find out. This is your first big scare, sweetheart. Now you get to go through this. Now you get to fucking sit there and hopefully learn from it. I hope you're here to learn from it. I just don't believe you will. And again, fuck the Oreo and fuck Augie. You're taking victory laps. You guys had a dude that you knew was pretty much doing this gooner ass shit, but you guys still judged others for this shit. Chris was right about the Oreo, man. I'm not gonna lie, he was. Like, he didn't like him at first. He didn't like him from the start because he was in like a thing with Tommy and the Point or whatever. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Something stupid. I don't care if I talk about it now because it's whatever. It's water. It's like it's a total thing like about something else. And they started talking. I think he was in the thing with Bo Blacks as well. Was in the same thing. That was before Bo Blacks became Trans Blacks. Which is funny. They shit on him for being trans. I'm like, okay, great. But again, you guys, it makes me think like all of you have shit on you, man. Like a lot of you I look at with a side eye. And the Oreo and all you dudes out there, you sat there and you want to judge others for their mistakes. That's fine. But now you're going to have to take some shit. No, I ain't nobody going to apologize to you. What? Because homie cleared his name of, okay, great. But a lot of us didn't take that side, and we still called you guys cucks for it. And we still had issues with the way you handled it. I did. And I literally said in my video multiple times, you have to wait. I'm not taking sides. I will not take sides. And I didn't take sides. And he came out with a great response. Good job. But this is all still because you guys make terrible choices in your own personal lives, but expect to shit on others for theirs. And that's why you're hypocrites. And that's why the commentary community is gay as effing fuck. And anyone that wants to tell me otherwise can suck a bag of dicks. I'm sick and tired of it. And I've always been sick and tired of dealing with these douchebags, man. And they're all the same, too. Same sound, same fucking bullshit points, same judgmental behavior. Well, now when it happens to you, learn to eat your shit, shut up, because that's what you're going to do. And I will not feel bad for any of you having to go through that because you did it to yourselves. So now we got to hear about them taking victory laps. I don't see why. All I see is you got a gooner in your fucking presence and someone needs to go fucking talk to a therapist. And I hope you do that, Tom. Go seek help, buddy. All right? Don't end up like iDubbbz over here because right now he's getting shit on by the Kino Casino because his wife is exposing the fact that he might have a small penis. I shit you not. That's going on right now. This is the world we live in. Jesus fucking H Christ. All right, are we good? Are we good here? Are we good on Turkey Tom? Whatever people have on my thoughts on this or any opinions, y'all can put in the comment section. I'm sure I'm gonna get shit on because I'm shitting on their favorite commentary YouTuber. But I'm sorry, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm sick and tired of people not getting held accountable for their shit, but they'll be the loudest ones at the rooftops yelling down at everyone else making money off of it. And as far as I'm fucking concerned, get what you give. Goodbye. And seriously, Tom, please seek some fucking therapy, man. I cannot stress this the fuck enough. Please, for the love of God, Mr. Turkey Tom, Mr. Turkish Tom, seek some fucking help because this is not going to end well for you, Bubba.